Hey traders, in this video I'm going to share with you one simple but powerful technique that can actually help you get into some good trades and stop you from getting into some bad trades. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Anything I just say in this video is general advice only. You know, there's a lot of different things that goes into becoming a good trader. You know that, right? There's emotional mastery, there's a good trading system, there's money management, there's trade management. There's a lot of different things that goes into becoming a good trader, not just one simple thing. So use this as just a guidance, as education to help you when it comes to, you know, picking good trades, okay? Now, the first thing I do say, guys, is that, so let's get straight into this. We're looking on a daily chart right now, okay? So we're looking on the daily chart right now, and as we can see, right, we can see this market running up. And you can see how the market sort of started creating this higher peak up here, created this higher trough down here, and then suddenly the market started to run to the high side, as you can see, right? And you're thinking, why did it fail there? Well, the trend line's there, right? But if I delete that trend line now, let me just delete that trend line. And all you saw this on the daily chart, it's like, oh look, it's in blue sky, right? It's like, oh, it had a lot of resistance here, It broke up through there, and look, it's broken up, and now it's not really breaking through. You would expect a breakthrough, right? And so you say, oh look, you know, it's broken through, but it's like, why is it stopping there? Why are we stopping there? And just to say, for example, you said, okay, I'm going to get on a breakout, and you got in on the breakout up here, okay? You might be getting on a breakout strategy, and you got in on here. Well, one thing that's important, guys, is to look at the weekly chart. So let's go over to the weekly chart here. So we're on the daily chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. And one thing I like to do is I always like to look at different angles in the markets. Okay, so by looking at the different angles, you can see what's happening through here. So if I just move this over a little bit through here, okay, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get this high, and I'm going to just connect the high points. Okay, so I'm just going to connect the high points. As you can see, I connected that high, I connect that high, connect that high, and as you can see, right, as you can see that if I just connect the high points, let me actually bring that down a little bit more, so right there. So you can see that I just had this, you know, this is a weekly chart, right? This is going back to the start of 2013. Had a weekly chart, weekly trend line, weekly trend line, weekly trend line, weekly trend line. So especially if you're looking for a short-term move in the markets, then suddenly you can say, okay, look, this is not a good trade, because you might be thinking, oh, damn, trade's not working on me, oh, you know, it's like, but all you have to do is you really have to just look at the bigger picture, right, and see what's happening on the weekly chart. And sometimes this here is going to help us get into trades, and it's also going to help us get out of trades. So I'll give you an example is, as I speak right now, IBKR, if you look at if I bring up the weekly chart here, you can see on this weekly chart, right, that we actually had a nice trend line coming down through here. So the market was down here, right, and I knew that up the top here was a bit of resistance level. So I went to the daily chart, and the daily chart, you can see the market ran down, had a nice pop to the high side, went from like there to there overnight. So a really nice pop to the high side. I got in on this day because I had other reasons too, not just the weekly trend line, but I had other things, moving averages, indicators, and so on and so forth, going for my direction, volume, all that sort of stuff. But then I knew this was resistance, and then it ran up. It ran up in one day. I got out, really nice profitable trade, and I got out. And you can see how it's it actually rejected off this resistance level, and I got out this day, and the very next day it's sort of coming down through there. Make sense? So when you're actually looking at, let me go back to this chart here for what I was sharing with you. When you're actually looking at the charts, guys, it's important to look at this weekly trend line and use it as a bit of a guidance, as a bit of a tool to help you get in and also get out of positions, or maybe not even get in a position at all because it's really close to an area of resistance, okay? What you want to do, the most highest probability trades are those that are not at any area of resistance. I'll give you an example. Let's go to WR here for a minute. WR, here was another example. Let me just delete this off the screen here. There's a lot of trend lines through here, I know, guys. Don't really need to worry about that anymore. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Let's just delete everything off the screen. So as you can see, right, we can see that support and resistance, and these, especially these angles, really do have a play. So as you can see, right, the market came through here, came down, was at this resistance, and then at this sort of So this resistance now became support. It started to pop to the high side through here. It's like, oh, where's it likely to go to? Well, we have this resistance level here, right? So that'll be the first target. You can see here that it went there. It actually broke above that resistance here. And you said, okay, where's it likely to go to now? Well, we actually have 2 levels of resistance up the top here. X marks the spot, so to speak, right? We actually have all this support through here. And then we actually have, you can see how we actually have this angle. If you just, obviously same thing, right? Connect the highs and just extend it out, right? You can see how exactly it ran to the top through there. And now it's starting to pull back on this particular stock, right? So this could be, you could use this for anything, guys, but using these support and resistance tools, angles are really going to help you in the markets, and it helps me every single day when I'm trading the markets, okay? Now, yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then click on the image up the top here. You can get more information like this to help you out. Free trading course. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.